Welcome to the Central PA Pour, and in this episode we are sampling an amber ale from TROEG'S in Hershey, an amber lager from Poor Man's Brewing in Ephrata, and a fruited sour from Evergreen in Camp Hill. The guys also have some fun with their Christmas and New Year's ideas. Now if you're ready, grab a cold one and join the CPP crew to be bonded by beer. And here we go. Hey, welcome back to the Central PA Pour, and we want to go around and reintroduce ourselves. I'm going to start off here to my right.
Hey, I'm Ben. Welcome back for episode 2. Pass it on to my right, Kevin.
Hey, I'm Kevin. Nice to see you guys again. We're going to go to Dave.
Hi, I'm Dave. He introduced me. So we're back again for another episode of Central PA Pour.
Yeah, and I am Brett. So we are the CPP crew, so we are welcoming you back. So we're trying to make this. We'll see how this goes on the pilot, take 2. Hey, guys, you know, it was Christmas not too long ago, just last week. But before we go and see what everybody got for Christmas, Ben, tell us where everybody can find us on the internet.
So on all of our social media, you can find us at Central PA Pour. That's YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And in those bios on the social platforms, you can find this thing called a link tree. I don't know if you guys saw that, but it's essentially just like it sounds. It's a place where they put all of our links in one spot. So if you go and you find that link tree, you can find all of our social media pages, and you can find all of the platforms that our podcast is going to be available on, which right now we are available on Anchor, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and YouTube will be soon to come here.
Hey, can you climb that tree? Can you put a swing in it for Cece?
I can put a swing in it for Cece, sure.
So speaking of Christmas, guys, how was everybody's Christmas?
Very good.
Very good?
Nice.
Very good. How about you, Brett?
That was pretty good. Dave.
Yo.
Did Santa show up with your Nikon gear?
No.
Anything special?
But he did show up with some ham radio gear. So
there you go.
It was nice.
That puts you in it.
This is nice.
Yeah, I like it. Anytime, like I said, anytime I can get some new ham radio gear, that's fine with me. But no, I did not see any heavy Nikon boxes under the tree for myself. But
for yourself, for somebody else, but not you.
But I understand, that someone received some Nikon gear.
Yep. With your help.
Yeah, well.
Not Nikon, it was Canon.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Well, we can't fault her for that. But, it would have been better if it was some Nikon gear, but it was some Canon gear.
Hey, I got a nice new Penn State shirt, though.
Yeah, I see that. I have some tar out here somewhere. But anyway, the lens that she has, that she got for Christmas, I'm very envious of the lens that she got. So maybe I can put in a little hint for Santa Claus for next year for that lens. So,
Kev, what about you? How was your Christmas?
Christmas was nice. Family all together. Got a doorbell camera to go with my arsenal of cameras surrounding my house.
That makes, 20 now that you have around the house?
Spies on the neighborhood.
Yeah, he does.
Maybe, yeah.
Hey, but I did hear you did buy another appliance. How'd your wife take that?
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful refrigerator for Christmas.
There you go.
Ben, what about you? How was your Christmas with Cece?
Oh, it was great. She had a blast. She got a little bored after the first toy or so, but after that, she just went around the circle, helped everybody else open their stuff.
Oh, yeah. Was she into the boxes and paper like we said, or was she?
Yeah, for sure. It didn't matter what was inside or who was opening the present. She went around in a circle, helped open
She participated.
Participated very much, huh?
She was having a blast.
It only gets better. So for Christmas for me, it was pretty good. Besides the day after, when I come over here to help Kevin, and I got a blown back from helping chop some wood. So Merry Christmas. No, Christmas was good, guys. I got a couple gift cards from the family. One of them is Scott's and Brothers Beer Supplies. They're up in Lemoyne. Wife got me a nice gift card for Lancaster Home Brew Supplies, and right next door she got us a gift card for big dog craft breweries. So it sounds like we are going to have to take the CPP on a little road trip.
Field work.
Some we're going to do that for you guys. So, but you can believe Christmas is here, gone, and here we are ready to start a brand new year, 2022. Where the heck did 2021? Oh, I'm sorry, Ben. Where the hell did 2021
There we go.
There we go.
That's some spice.
Man, it went so fast. But we're hoping 2022 is going to bring a lot more positive feed to all of us and everybody out there, and that this podcast or show, whatever you want to call it, the Central PA Pour, will take off. There is some things that always happen at the end of the year. You know, people bring out, you know, the best music of the year, the best shows. PA Breweries in PA put out a list in 2000 for the best Reader's Choice Awards for 2021. And there's several Central PA breweries that we're going to hopefully focus on in this that made it onto these lists. So one of our first beers is from one of these breweries, and it's a pretty sought-after beer. What do you have there, Ben?
Nugget Nectar from TROEG'S Independent Brewing of Hershey. It's clocking in at a 7.5 ABV, alcohol by volume. For those that don't know, that is basically the alcohol content in the beer. The IBU is 93, and that is the International Bitterness Unit. It essentially measures the bitterness of the beer. The higher the number, the more bitter. The lower the number, the less bitterness you're going to get in that beverage. So let me go ahead and read the brewer's notes here from Nugget Nectar from TROEG'S. A once-a-year release. When the new hop harvest arrives at TROEG'S, they blend these super fresh hops into an imperial amber ale. Excessively dry hopped, Nugget Nectar is an explosion of pine, resin, and mango. The Nugget hops add dank notes of pine and grapefruit. The Simcoe chimes in with hints of ripe mango and creamsicle. It's all balanced with kilned malt to add body and a touch of sweetness. So let's go ahead and try this one, boys.
Yeah, the one thing I did forget to bring is some of our scoring cards.
Yeah.
So,
Scoring cards.
What we're going for, to reiterate again, we're going for the color, aroma, the taste, and the mouthfeel. So
I did want to add that Nugget Nectar has 158,000 check-ins on Untappd with an average rating of 4. So
it's
some pretty high-quality stuff.
It is hoppy. It's a little hoppy on the smell. You look at it, it almost looks like an amber lager, but it is a little hoppy. But taste, I think it's got a smooth overall feel to it, a little sweetness. What are you thinking there, Dave?
I like it. Actually, I'm not a huge IPA or I'm more of a stout drinker, but I like this. This is pretty good, and it has a good aroma to it.
Gonna say, Kevin, you the same way. You're not much for the IPAs either, but I will be. When I bought these beers for this episode, I couldn't help myself. I had to drink one.
Definitely over the Christmas season so far, I've been getting into some of these IPAs. Doubles.
Oh yeah, I have. We had one last night. It was really hoppy, but this is actually very good. So I'm going to give this a 4 on my end. It finishes nice and dry like an IPA or a hoppy beer should. I think overall mouthfeel, it's a little, the maltiness of it helps sweeten out the notes of the hops. So I think it's a very good beer.
How about you, Kevin?
I'm going to go a little bit lower.
Not surprised. Can kind of feel the hops coming through. So
I'm stuck 3.75 maybe, Dave.
Yeah, that sounds
3.5, 3.75. Yeah,
I'm around a 3.76, 5.216. It's more like,
to the third power.
To the third power.
3 and a
Tell
quarter.
us how that's going to fit in the Untappd.
I'll make it fit.
Dave.
No, it's
the multiplicative inverse of.
Yeah, it is a good beer. It is a good beer. I said earlier that I'm not a huge fan of the IPAs, and I think a lot of that goes to the fact that I've had IPAs before, and I've had some bad IPAs, and I think that's what turned me off.
We've also had some bad beers on our beer tasting nights.
Yeah,
too.
we have. Yeah, we have. We've had a few sour faces.
Yeah,
Guys, don't say that. They might be listening.
Yeah.
We didn't mention names.
Dutch chocolate cherry
Oh, we
sour.
weren't going to mention
There
that,
we
were we?
go.
Hey, the can looked very attractive.
What do you call it? Art can or can art? Can
Can
art?
And
And
art.
art.
That's one of
Yep.
my favorite parts of this, man. You get some of these sweet cans, and once in a while, some of the local breweries even they go out and sponsor these local artists.
And it's a way of self promotion. I think it's cool.
Yeah, for sure.
There's a couple cans I've seen that you don't even know the name of the beer. It's just the can art's there, but you got to really look.
You do.
And to see what the beer and who the brewery was. But it's a way that they can everybody's self promoting themselves. I think it's awesome.
You know, when I first started, I was always, I got to have a high ABV, and now I don't even look for that. You know, you look for the style you're looking for.
Right.
The IPA, even like I found out I like the triple. I don't know the proper terms, but the triple batch.
Yeah, the triple IPAs.
And the doubles seem to be too potent for me.
Yeah, it depends on the style as well.
Yep, absolutely.
But hey, TROEG'S, they were listed in this thing on several of the award categories. Best overall brewery. They were listed in the best tap room, best social media. People are saying they have the best food. Best beer series, the best beer can, with one of yours.
Yep.
Mad Elf. You like Mad Elf, don't
I
you?
like Mad Elf.
The cherry.
So
Mad Elf, man, TROEG'S is spot on with their seasonal releases. The Mad Elf, we tried out a few weeks ago. This Nugget Nectar here, I haven't had a bad thing from TROEG'S. And my wife and I actually were able to visit up there probably last year. It was in the middle of the pandemic, so unfortunately, I know they have great tours, but unfortunately, they weren't offering them at that time.
mask up.
Yeah, so we were able to check it out. They have an awesome brewery, and right up there on Hershey Park Drive, past Hershey Park, and the Tanger outlets up there, and anything you could want on tap. And they actually have a scratch series. I don't know if you guys have heard of that at all. We'll talk about it a bit later, but essentially, it's they like to get back to their roots, as they say. I was reading about it on their website a little bit earlier today, but they focused on a small batch, and they kind of just try out different things, you know. And they are on series 450 now, so every few weeks it seems like they put out a new series, and I don't know, maybe that's something we could try.
I'd say
soon.
I'd say the Essex Home Brew Crew.
Yeah,
Every batch is a scratch series.
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, that's not allowed.
Yeah. So speaking of, hey, with the new year, anybody got any New Year's resolutions? Kevin, how about you?
Oh, I got a bunch of them. Brett. Simple ones, obviously. The same old ones every year. Try to get back into better health. Get off social media a little bit on my own personal time, and just be better in the family.
That's good. Dave, anything for New Year's resolutions?
Nothing startling. Yeah,
Okay.
take more pictures.
Take more
That's what I like
pictures?
to do. I didn't take personally. I don't think that I took enough pictures last year, and I want to increase this because when you start to let it slide, if your photography edge, I've noticed it. I've noticed that I don't. You know, most of the things that I do with that camera has to be muscle memory. And you have your fingers have to know what buttons to push, what menus to bring up, and everything. You can't look at something and try to figure out the camera while the horses and races are driving by you. You won't catch anything. So everything has to be muscle memory, and I was starting to lose a little bit of that. So I think I'm going to try to do a little bit more photography.
Well, I got another one to add to your photography.
Okay.
Let people see your pictures.
He's getting better.
He's getting better.
He is getting better.
Ben, what about you? Any New Year's resolutions?
A couple of things that my dad mentioned for sure, like family stuff always. And my wife told me I need to spend less money on beer. So
Not gonna happen.
I don't think that's going to happen. But what I can say, Caitlin, maybe we can walk into the beer store and check out the discount rack or something. You know, maybe I'll compromise a little bit. Maybe we'll mark that one down for a resolution.
Well, I don't usually make resolutions because I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to get healthy. I'll stop smoking. I'm going to eat more. No, I'm not going to eat more. I never live by them.
Yeah, I don't know.
I made a few. So in my full-time job, my automotive repair business, I have a business coach. So talking to him, I had to make a commitment to him to give him an hour and a half every day so I can spend to work on my business. So there's a resolution that I have to keep because I have a weekly call with him, and he's going to keep an eye on me and make sure I follow through with that. But there are two that I came up with that I think we can do. I want us to make this show, the Central PA Pour, a better show. I want to do this. I want to grow it. That's going to be resolution number one.
You know what's going to help with that, Brett?
Me not talking?
No. Come on. No, come on. This is I was going to plug the social media again. You know,
Well, plug it, baby. Tell them where they can find us.
Give us a like. Give us a comment. You know, share it. If you're scrolling through the timeline, you see something, share it for us. Give us a review on our podcast platforms. You know, that's how we're going to spread the word. That's how we're going to grow this show. So, okay, Brett, let's hear resolution number 2.
Resolution number 2. So we had mentioned that we do home brewing. We kind of got into it last year. So I want to learn how to brew beer and be better at it. Maybe someday the Essex home brewing will become Essex brewing. We don't know. But those are my 2 resolutions. I want to learn how to brew better, so I want to learn how the ingredients work and the malts, the hops. I want to learn it all.
What'd you say about that old store down the street?
Yeah.
We could buy that up and we could have the Essex.
I'm telling you what, that would be a prime spot if the township would let us do what we want. Yeah. And you imagine what could happen.
You could split that store in a few
we could have multiple things in there. I mean, you could put axe throwing, you could put cornhole in it, big brewery in the warehouse side of it. But, you know, we did mention that we are home brewers. So there's a Facebook group that I found. It's called Home Brewers 101. Now, we're beginners, amateurs. So we go out, we buy a kit, get the brew kettle out, we go through it, and we drink while we brew. We drink while we bottle. Might not be always the best thing, but we drink while we bottle. It's a fun thing. We've all enjoyed it. But this Facebook group is amazing. It is one of the most active Facebook groups I've belonged to. And these home brewers are not kit brewing. I'm telling you, the kits and the stuff that they're putting out there, they're doing full grain. The equipment they got in their house looks like a brewery. I'm thinking, dude, 15 gallons of beer? What are you doing with it? You're drinking some beer. I don't know if I could do that, but it's amazing to see what these guys are doing as home brewers and how many of these craft beer houses probably start as a home brewer doing what we're doing.
Right.
Oh,
Go out and they get a kit and they bring it in home and brew it. Next thing you know, they're opening their own place.
Are they supplying larger places with some of their home brews?
It's amazing. I think it's fantastic. So the other Christmas gift I got was my wife bought me a book. It's called Brewing Classic Styles. So when she was over there to get that gift card for Matt Lancaster Home Brew Supplies, the guy told her this is the book that will teach him. So it's the interesting thing about this book, it tells you all about how beer is made and the malts, the hops, the water, and everything. But then they break classic recipes down for kits. So you could go over there and say, hey, I want to do this, and they're going to make a kit for you so you can brew that beer.
Nice.
It's pretty cool. And I will say I actually read the book.
Whole thing.
That was the surprising part.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
The other night, the wife says, you're actually reading a book? I said, yeah, you got me a book I found interesting. So I think home brewing, I think it's great. I think the craft industry is great. I think what we're doing is great. I love it. But, we do have another beer. What do we got going on there, Dave?
Well, we got another beer here.
I'm getting a little thirsty.
You're getting a little dry. You're dry in the mouth there from talking so much.
A little dry in the mouth. I'm sorry I talk too much.
That's okay. No, you're
That's
fine.
what it's about.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is second beer is Poor Man's Brewing in Ephrata, and it's a winter lager or an amber lager, and this here tracks in at a 6% ABV. That's the alcohol by volume, and it's a 20 on the IBU chart.
So it's a little lower on the IBUs.
Little lower. The higher the IBU number, the more bitter you're going to have in the flavor. So if you're looking for a beer that has a less bitterness to it, you want a lower number on the IBU chart.
And not every beer will tell you what the IBU is unless you look it up.
True.
It's not supposed to be a measurement of the quality of the beer.
No.
It's by any
It's to give
what,
you the
style.
drinker,
Yeah.
the style of the beer and the format
smell.
of the beer. Now, just real quick, I'm going to go through the brewer's notes. It had an amber lager, yeah, amber lager brewed with cinnamon sticks,
Absolutely.
fresh ground cardamom, and fresh orange zest. Clean malt forward lager with a touch of spice and citrus.
So it's more of a holiday beer, I'd say,
It is.
because you're not going to see this in the summer. I did not see this on their website, so it must be their seasonal release or a one-time seasonal release. So when I was in getting these at Westgate, I said, look, I'm looking for a couple beers. I had an idea. The Nugget Nectar he said, that just came in. I had to buy that.
Yep.
I do like our third beer we're going to try, so I had to buy that. He told me this Poor Man's Brewing is a very good brewery. He said, I'd recommend every beer they make. So and they're not far. They're in Ephrata. Sounds like on a road trip.
Yeah.
We're going to be putting some miles in our cars, guys. So what are we thinking? I do get a nice little spice smell.
I do. You know what? The smell as well as the taste it's spot on.
Yeah, I think I taste. No, I like you. Who mentioned it earlier when we were talking?
Cinnamon stick.
I don't know what cardamom is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was me.
But it's probably a spicy. It's probably a spice, and I can't tell you I taste it because I don't know what it is. I definitely taste the cinnamon.
I taste the cinnamon also.
I think it's very good. I think it's a smooth.
Yeah, it's a little lighter than I thought it would be.
Yeah, it's not overly heavy.
Yeah, that was what I expected to be a little
That
heavy.
orange zest comes in after.
Yep, you get that orange on the end.
Yeah, in the end.
Now, if you're looking for something very smooth, this isn't a beer. If you're looking for a nice smooth, like a porter or something, it's got a lager with a spice kick to it.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I'm thinking. I mean, it's kind of golden in color.
Yeah.
Like I said, we forgot the SRM scale, so we can't give you a number. But I'm going to say I'm going to give that like at least a 3.75.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, Brett.
Yep.
Definitely. It's kind of that golden, slightly amber color, and definitely get the orange and the
Very
cinnamon
good
coming
holiday drink.
through. Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
it's a nice drink. I like that. That's pretty good.
Yeah, this is something that I probably could drink 2 or 3 cans of this.
Oh,
Or
boy.
2 or 3
Don't
bottles.
get too crazy now, Dave.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was 6%, so
not
2 or 3
tonight.
cans. Not tonight.
not tonight, but maybe when I'm sitting back and
Long drive home you got there.
So Ben,
yeah, I got to warm the car up now. Yeah.
when we get to the social media parts, you're going to be putting their the beers on there for them and their websites, the pages.
Absolutely. In the podcast description on all the podcast platforms, we'll link out and give the descriptions that we read.
Yeah.
And then as well as we'll include some of our photos here of our nice displays on the social media sites. So
And we'll have the hyperlinks for the beers and the breweries at least that we had talked about.
Yep.
So we're trying to promote them as well, and hopefully this takes off and they kind of promote us.
for sure. And you know what else we could do? We could share our Untappd profiles or usernames. So give us a follow on those.
Yeah, it's a good
link
idea.
those off. So we'll follow you right back. See what you're drinking. Maybe.
Cheers you, toast you. What do you call that?
Yeah, toast.
Toast you.
We'll toast you on Untappd, and then on that same note, if you have something in mind that's local that you want us to try and us to review, you can reach out to us on any of those social platforms. Or Brett, what's the email?
It is centralpapour@gmail.com. So you can email us, like Ben said, give us a reply on Facebook, like it. I don't know how the podcast or those other things work, the Twitter, the TikTok, I don't know. I'm not social media savvy.
We'll get you up to speed. No worries.
Dude, I'm old, but I'll make you famous.
Oh, yeah.
No, I think it's his part that makes us all famous.
I was thinking earlier, Dave was talking about getting more practice taking pictures and stuff. When we make it big time, Dave, we might be able to get you some sort of wireless get up here. You're floating around taking pictures of the crowd, and you're talking on the podcast as well.
There you go.
Getting two birds
Hey,
with one
Dave,
stone.
I'll make you
You'll
famous.
make me famous. Yes.
We got to get them TikToks going, though, Dad. Go viral.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll tell you what would be nice if I can mix one of my future projects that I would love to do, but it'll never
Never
happen.
say never.
But I'd love to be one of the photographers down in the field of an NFL game.
Oh, yeah?
And, yeah.
I bet you would have been like to be there on Monday when Ben Roethlisberger walks off the field, right?
Oh, that was nice. Yeah, when I would have been one of those. I would have been one of those 80 cameramen that was around him.
Memorable.
When he did the lap. When he did the lap around the field, I'd be right there with him. But I'd love to be down there with a nice lens in my DSLR and just be on the end of the field, just taking pictures of the plays as they're happening. Now, I've done a lot of football games. I've done high school, I've done college, but I've never done an NFL game, and that would be nice. But that's not going to happen.
Think
But
any
I
of my
will
friends
take-
out here can help them out?
What's that? Yeah, but that would be nice if I had an earphone in my ear, and I could be doing the podcast from one of the NFL.
And then
games.
next thing you know, we're going to see people walk around like crazy man walking around with a camera. Hey, speaking of Untappd, Dave, I think you mentioned there was Untappd had a list out too. Weren't there a couple breweries in there that you saw on that list?
Oh, yeah, there was the I did see some the top 10.
Top 10,
Top
yeah,
10.
it was from Untappd, yeah.
Yeah, the top 10 from Untappd. I do have a couple that Imprint Beer Company in Hatfield. That's on there. Dancing Gnome in Pittsburgh.
I hear a lot of good things about that. It
Yeah.
sounds, even though it's not Central PA,
Yeah.
I think we're going to have to.
We may have to.
Yeah, we may have to go. Ben, we'll go out and visit my son, one of your best friend.
Yep.
Yeah.
We'll have to make it a trip.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah,
Bring the equipment.
Bring the equipment.
bring the equipment, but
Road tripping.
I'll visit my son when I'm down there.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, because you're the Pittsburgh native there.
Yeah. Hidden River Brewing Company in Douglasville. I got a couple more here you guys might want to listen to. Warwick Farm Brewing in Jameson.
I hear a lot of good things about that. A lot of good things about Warwick Farm.
There you go. Tired Hands in Philadelphia, if you want to go to the other side of the state.
I hear a lot of good things about that. I know my wife wants to go out to Philly, so there's another road trip.
Yep.
God, better have some gas money saved up.
Whole spring and summer's already planned away.
Well,
Here we go.
we'll use
At least we'll be
Kevin-
drinking good beer.
we'll use Kevin's credit card. He has a stack of them about that
No
high.
worries.
No worries, you know.
Dave
Easily-
Ramsey wouldn't allow me to do that.
There's another one, Fourscore Beer in
Yeah.
Gettysburg.
And that's one of our favorites. I mean,
Yeah.
we've been to Fourscore. I like the
Yep.
food. I like the atmosphere.
You just got to make some of those beers a little bit more user friendly for us that don't read the labels before we open them. Now the one
That
one
coconut one that we brought home, that coconut
blew up
barrel
all
one.
over me in the ceiling.
Oh,
and the
yeah.
walls.
Oh, is that one of them roll it? Or
Yeah,
whatever?
I'm sitting there with my
I
buddy, and
gotcha.
he's like, "Oh, it says here to roll, two full revolutions."
Yeah. What was the one?
Click. He opens it up. Nothing.
What was the one that you gave me where you had to shake it up?
Oh, that was a nitro.
Yeah, it was the nitro. You know,
That worked great.
yeah. I never shake beer up before opening it. I've learned my lesson, and here it is. It says right on the can.
Shake it up.
Shake it
Yeah.
up before you open
But
it.
it is true though. Every beer has its own unique thing.
Yeah.
And when Dave didn't shake that beer,
And it was different.
Had a different flavor, probably a
had a
whole
different
different
flavor.
a
profile.
whole
Yeah.
different
So,
profile.
and that's what's cool about this. I mean, the brewers that come up with these ideas, the ingredients, they'll take a classic style and make it their own.
Well,
I
I'm
think that's what's great.
Yeah, I'm not going to kid you. I went right over to the sink when I'm shaking it, and it was just music to the ears. The nitro goes off, went in the glass.
Wow.
Ooh,
You'll never have a better beer or coffee than nitro.
yes,
Oh my goodness.
that's true.
You used to put nitro in cars, make them go a hell of a lot faster.
Oh boy.
Yeah, well, they used to put nitro in safe cracking kits. Oh, I'm sorry. That's a different story.
That's a different podcast.
How to break into a safe.
Yeah.
Hey, I think we got one more here, Ben. What do you got there? This is, I think, from one of you, man.
Evergreen, right?
Yeah. It's one of your favorite spots, right?
Oh, yeah. Up there off the Carlisle Pike, that's a beautiful spot. Actually, Dad and I went up there one time.
Yeah.
A few flights? Yeah, we'll have one of everything. We're there for a good couple hours. Good food. What was that? The Brussels sprouts, I think
Brussels
you had?
sprouts,
The Brussels
they were
sprouts
the
and
best.
The
Really?
bacon.
Oh, my
Oh,
God.
goodness.
You have to.
We'll have to go.
You have to go.
Alrighty.
Okay.
It was amazing because when we went there, Ben and I, where did we go, to Lowe's or something?
Yep.
We're just going to stop in for one. And
How'd that turn out?
Glad you went to Lowe's first.
and we had the most unique waiter.
That's right. That's right. He was a cool guy. I actually stopped in there a few times later, and
He was a good guy.
same old fella as always. He's a good guy.
His humor was a little bit unique.
You gotta be sometimes.
Yeah,
you know, you get customers of all different backgrounds. You gotta have your own personality.
I wish I could remember the words, that he said that if she wants me to bark, I'm going to bark. I don't remember. I made that up, but he was so slick at what he said. It was.
You know what? He was looking for tips.
Yes.
He was looking for
Yes.
tips. He was like, whatever. If I'm waiting on you and you ask me to do this, I'm going to do it. Whatever you need.
So that's the secret. That's the secret to make my wife bark. She's like, hey, honey, you looking for tips?
Oh.
Just the tip, Brett.
But hey, Evergreen, they made it into a couple of that Brewers in PA's top 10 list.
Oh, absolutely.
Ben, I think that's one of your favorites. Best IPA, Juice Juicy.
Juice Juicy, yes. Yeah, that one. And they're on Best Beer Series as well. That's Scratch and Release by TROEG'S, that series that I mentioned earlier, as well as the series that Kevin's about to tell you about here,
Yep.
the Sorbetto by Evergreen.
Yeah, and they also made it into the best stout category. So, So Kevin, you got our number 3 there right from this brewery.
Absolutely. So tasting number 3 is Evergreen Brewing of Camp Hill. Sorbetto number 41.
I love that touch on there.
Sorbetto. It's a fruited sour, which is actually becoming one of my favorites, which I would have never said before.
I like sours.
It's got an average of a 6% ABV, and some of the brewer's notes. It's a sour ale filled with plum, cherry graham crackers, cheesecake, and holiday cheer.
So this is number 41. So it was probably released for the holiday.
Sure. And as we said, we've had a few of these sorbettos, and every one is different and enjoyable.
Yeah, I mean it's like the Scratch series. This is 41 tries at this, and every one is different. I enjoy this sour. No matter which one it is, I've always enjoyed it. It's different.
I used to wrinkle my nose when I smelled this or an IPA, and it's crazy because it's enjoying now.
Yeah.
I definitely get the cherry and the plum are definitely very present.
Quite the concoction. Plum, cherry, graham crackers, cheesecake.
You know what?
Definitely a sour.
If you let the end finish, just let it resonate and swallow, that cheesecake flavor comes through.
Yeah.
At the very, very end.
Oh, man, that is good.
You like it?
Yeah, you're right. You're right about that cheesecake.
You're getting it at the very end.
I didn't believe you until I let it sit.
So
and
it's
then
like
go.
eating a cheesecake with plums and cherries on top.
Seriously, it's right up your alley, huh?
This
Sweet
is
tooth?
right up my valley. I have got a major sweet tooth.
Yeah. Strawberry colored. Definitely a thick beer.
Every one of these is thick and dark. This is wow. I'm giving this a 4.
Oh yeah.
I'm giving this a 4.
What do you think, Dave? I want to wait till your mouth is full.
Oh, I don't mind. I saw you wait to say anything to me when I tipped the glass up into my mouth. Yeah.
But when they put like graham crackers, cheesecakes, and stuff like that, and with a sour with the cherries, and the cherries are definitely going to be forefront. You wonder how it's going to finish.
Right.
That cheesecake flavor comes right at the very
does.
end. That's a great beer.
What's amazing is how they do that. You know
How they get it to
how
do
they
it.
can. You have 10 flavors and you can get all 10 tastes. You know.
That's one of my resolutions, buddy. we're going to all learn how to do this. We're going to buy that building down there, and we're going to open up Essex Brewing. So, Ben, we're on Facebook, Spotify, Apple, all those. You can find us.
Yep.
And like we said before, if you guys like this, let us know. Give us a like, give us a reply. If there's a beer out there, because God knows there is a ton of breweries around the central Pennsylvania area only, and they're growing exponentially. Give us a beer. Hey, I was at this brewery. I had this beer. You guys try it. Let us know. Give us a like. Email us. However you want to get in touch with us. But, before we end this, since we did drink our 3, I could drink some more of that. That was good. There's some. Do we want to look over some of those categories in that or not? I mean, they can go out and find them out there at PA Breweries. Breweriesinpa.com. I think the winners will be announced next week, so you can find out who's winning. There was a couple of the ones that we focused on were on that list, so we're hoping they can pull through. Maybe some of our favorite ones here in this area will eventually get on that list. I have no idea how the Reader's Choice Awards, how they come up with the brewers, the beers, and all that. It was probably people throwing out, and they just probably ticked, okay, they got the most votes, and they put them on this list.
Yeah.
I like this one, though. The best beer name. The Assholes of the Sea by Voodoo and Long Johns of Yards.
Yep. So I just brewed a kit. It was a Kolsch, and I brewed it because my wife was sick with COVID, so I couldn't hang out with these guys. I couldn't have them over to brew it, so I'm like, screw it, I'm going to brew this beer. So I've been thinking of some names to name it. So it's a plain Kolsch, and I'm going to give it a little raspberry flavoring to it. So I came up with a couple names. Tell me what you think. So the first one was Omnicron 22.
I vote that one down.
You vote that one down? I thought it was pretty catchy.
I liked it.
The second one was the Vid.
I sense
The COVID. My wife has
I
COVID.
sense a theme.
I understand.
Now, the third one I came up with, I happened to just look at my calendar behind my desk at work, and it had just ragtop old car. And I'm like, ragtop raspberry.
There you go.
I
That's
like
got
that.
my vote.
That one's your vote?
I like that.
Ragtop raspberry Kolsch.
Yeah.
By Essex Home Brewing.
Yeah, I like that.
I'm hoping it turns out.
I got to be oddball. I like the first one.
Omicron 22.
Nothing against that, but I just don't want to spend the rest of the year taking a can and opening it up and reminding me of this COVID.
That's no
See,
joke.
now next year could be Omicron 23.
Oh, geez.
Maybe somebody will nominate you for the best series.
Yeah, it could be. I could be on that scratch and release.
There you go.
Scratch and sniff.
Scratch and sniff.
Wow.
Oh boy, we're gonna end that there with scratch and sniff.
That's me.
So they still got that. Some of the magazines are coming out with a lot of the colognes and a lot of the perfumes and everything.
Yeah,
but it's not a scratch and sniff. You open
gotta
up
open
a
it.
tab.
I'll see my wife over there doing that.
Yeah, you can put it on yourself and see how it smells.
So before we end this, there's one thing I've been thinking about. Until we get this down pat and we actually have video and we make it what it's that vlogging. Again, I'm social media stupid.
Yeah,
vlogging.
Yeah,
we're a mystery.
Yeah,
Nobody knows who we look like.
yeah.
They know our names if they're watching us, but they better call Scooby-Doo. Because they don't know who this. They don't know who we are, so it's a complete mystery.
Actually, they're lucky that they don't know what I look like. So,
I've always been told I have the face for radio.
yeah, there you go.
Boy.
So, anyways, hey, we hope you enjoyed this episode. Look for us coming up. We're going to try and do these twice a month. And our intention is, once we're comfortable doing this and you guys enjoy it, we're going to look to bring some guests in. I already got a couple guests lined up. They're excited about it. Talked to a few people in this industry, and they're excited. I'm excited to this thing to take it off. Like I said, 2022 is the limit for us. And I think we can bring some guests in, get the video going. We get that going. We're going to have fun. I think 2022 is going to be fun.
Oh, yeah.
So give us a like. Let us know. Email us at centralpapour@gmail.com. Reply on all those social media links in that
Link tree.
link tree with a swing hanging from it.
You got it.
Let us know. Spread the word. Give us some feedback. That's what we're here for. We're here to have fun. Enjoy the craft beer industry because it's just fantastic. And let's end this. Everybody grab a beer.
Uh-oh.
And see, you didn't save it.
We didn't save it.
You didn't save
Didn't
any.
save a
I
lick.
did.
So here is to a happy new year to everybody. We wish everybody a joyous new year.
Happy New Year's.
Let's grab a beer, drink one down with a CPP, and let's be bonded by beer. Cheers, everybody. Happy New Year.
Cheers.